we're going to talk about is Joint Multi-Role Future Vertical Lift, which is the Army's future vertical lift family. So what stage our customer is in right now, the Army, is a science and technology phase. So we're working with the Army in a lot of different areas to come up with technology possibilities, right? Because the Army hasn't picked a solution yet. They're just looking at a whole lot of different technologies. So one of the things we've done is saying, what's an F-35 doing at a Army Aviation Summit? Because the Army will never buy the F-35, even though the F-35 will support the Army in the field. What we wanted to do was to take really the most advanced weapons platform in the world and expose Army aviators, which you see here in front of you, to that system. Not that they're going to fly an F-35 or buy an F-35, but to look at all the technologies that the U.S. government and Lockheed and a lot of its partners have put in the F-35. You'll see here over this aviator's left shoulder is our F-35 helmet. That F-35 helmet is the most advanced helmet in the world. All the sensors are fed into that helmet. So in older airplanes, like I flew the F-16, the F-16 had a heads-up display. This F-35 does not have a heads-up display. The heads-up display is integrated into the helmet. All the sensors are fed into the helmet. So even if it's the dead of night, to the pilot flying the F-35 and hopefully future vertical lift, you know, the night will look like day. And not only will the night look like day, the Army aviators are used to looking forward. The distributed aperture system on the F-35, and again, we're planning on advancing the technology for FVL. You can look forward, you can look backwards, you can look straight down, and all the sensors are giving you that information, almost like you're a little dot in space, and you can see through the back of your head, through the front of your head, and through the actual airplane itself. So there's a lot of technology that we're trying to take advantage of. The sensor fusion in the F-35 is really second to none. And again, we're trying to take those lessons learned, those processes from the F-35 and move them forward. It's our belief, and we want to work with the Army and see if that makes sense to them, to have a common mission system on future vertical lift that will save a lot of money, give a lot of technology, be upgradable, and really be open. And they have this thing called face compliance, which is to plug and play and have a system that you could have in the light, the medium, the heavy, and the ultra heavy to save the Army literally billions of dollars on procurement and sustainment costs. The other thing is, when I talked about common mission system, that literally, we've done a study that saves billions of dollars. If you have a common, just think about it yourself. 4 different variants, the same cockpit electronic backbone, this plug-and-play system in those 4. The logistics tail is shorter. You don't have to teach a maintainer to fix one system or one architecture, if you will. Training, you only have to train somebody on one configuration. It'll be obviously adaptable because you may have an attack aircraft in there, you may have an ultra heavy transport, but won't have maybe the same sensors or weapons. But at the end of the day, if you can have a common system, it's going to save a lot of money and give you a lot more capability for the buck.